It is a word synonymous really with all of Judaism. People want it, they need it, they gotta have it. And the word is kosher. We want kosher music, kosher phones, kosher entertainment, and above all else, kosher food. And our parsha explains how there are certain signs for us to be able to know if something is kosher or not. We need to have the signs of a split hooves, and we need to make sure that the animal chews its cud and regurgitates its food. Therefore, those are signs of tahara, signs that it's kosher. And Rabbi Yochanan explains that the signs are not the cause of the taharness, of the purity. No. Very odd to think about why regurgitation and split hooves would make something kosher. But it's a siman, it's a testimony to the fact that this is intrinsically what the item is and it's fit for a Jew. And God forbid the opposite. If something's missing these signs, or in other areas, when you will see signs of impurity, those are signs, not that this is the cause of why it's treif, but a sign that intrinsically this item, this is testimony that it's not good for us. And tsaras, we're going to talk about in this upcoming parasha, that tsaras is not what's behind all of it. That's the sign that something impure is here. And as Jewish people, Rabbi Yerucham tells us, we must always look for simone tahira and simone tuma. Things must be kosher. Jewish people have the unbelievable merit of being baishanim, rachmanim, ugoyim lechasadim. You can define a Jew. You can say, hey, that person's Jewish, even if they're not wearing a yarmulke. If they're bashful, if they're rachmanim and they're merciful, if they like to help others. His grandfather was standing at Har Sinai, he's Jewish. It's a siman muvak on a mensch. If a person gets angry and he yells at somebody, that's not necessarily the cause or what needs to be perfected, but it's a siman that deep down there's something there that needs to be done. If a person falls in certain areas of purity and impurity, it shows us it's a siman he needs to be attuned to look for that and go perfect it. And ultimately, the mission of us tells us in conclusion that oz panim legehenim uboishes panim legan eden. You could have a boishes panim. You could have a certain countenance that just shows that you're merciful and that you're tolerant. It shows that you're a Jewish person, and it shows that there's a sign that eventually you're going to get to Olam Haba, to Gan Eden. Look for signs in your life. Look for simone of Kedusha, of Tahara, and be able to distinguish what's buried beneath it, to be able to tell what we should allow into our lives and what we should put even more focus on to make our lives more kosher.